Pasquera say, More Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zim Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kari tanka kukuya panino channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana chingwa garoga subscribe, but don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasi More Zimbabwe tekigirai nyaya yabulitwa ya comrade Nyoka Mabunu. Comrade Nyoka Mabunu avarkunzwa slepwa with an international arrest South Africa. More Zimbabwe va Nyoka Mabunu va ruzikano ndi nyaya yekuopoza the Zimbabwean government varikunzi is serving 18 months in prison muri Zimbabwe nenyaya ye-fraud under section 136 of Criminal Law Codification and Reform Act muri Zimbabwe. The warrant runzi yaissued under the SADC protocol on extradition, to which both Zimbabwe and South Africa in signatories wanikwa achisainira nyaya idzodzi muri Zimbabwe. Nyaya yabuditswa the Zim Global News was told by prominent government critic Wellington Masiwa, better known by his social media alias Nyoka Mabunu, is now a wanted man across borders after the South African authorities were served with an international warrant for his arrest by the Zimbabwean government. Afro Gazette News has obtained a copy of the warrant, which alleges Masiwa is wanted in Zimbabwe to serve an outstanding 18-month prison sentence for fraud under section 136 of the Criminal Law Codification and Reform Act. The warrant issued under the SADC protocol on extradition, to which both Zimbabwe and South Africa are signatories, directs South African law enforcement to arrest Masiwa and bring him before a lower court. Whereas the request under Article 10 of the SADC protocol on extradition, under which the government of the Republic of South Africa and the government of the Republic of Zimbabwe as a signatory thereof, has been received for the request for provisional arrest of Wellington Masiwa. Ndo mabuditsiro atwa nyaya muri Zimbabwe ne the Zim Global Eye tingaziye kuti munoiona sei muri Zimbabwe zvinomira mushe vamunangagwa vari kunzi vava kudonhedza nyoka yemabhunu zvakare Cde Geza vari kunzi vari kutsvagwawo hazvina kumira mushe muri Zimbabwe. Tisingazivi kuti munoiona sei nyaya iyi. Tavakusiya muchinzwa leaked audio yabuditswa one of my allies avanyoka yemabhunu. Mwavanza zvamuri kufunga pamusoro penyaya iyi mucomment section.
Makadi muri yeZimbabwe, mufaro wedu kusangana masikati anhasi musi wa 30 April. Tinoda kutenda muri yese iri pano nemaadmin ese anenge achigoverana nesu nekusimbisana nesu parwendo rwerevolution yatiri kufamba nayo. Tinoziva munenge muchibvunza kuti vari kupe makomrades aya wasiri kuya vachiti update zuva nezuva. Tinenge tiripo, tinouya tichikuupdate hai panenge paine update iri necessary. Right, sekuziva kwenyu pane macirculations aiitika, comrade wenyu Nyoka yemabhunu vanga vachitarisirwa kupinda mukoti nhasi zvinova zvaitika. Stage yakapedzisira kuitwa yanga iri yekusenda madocuments avo ma-IDs to the embassy of Zimbabwe yeku South Africa kuti iite verify identity kuti uyu sure munhu ndiye ari mwana wekuZimbabwe. Chatikatyamadza nhasi ndechekuti embassy of Zimbabwe in South Africa is now involved in political persecution of Zimbabweans who are running away from the evil Zviganandas, and the situation iri muZimbabwe iri very terrifying. They notified the government of Zimbabwe of the application by the South African court to verify the identity of Comrade Nyoka yemabhunu. When they did that, they played an accomplice and created a fake ID and birth certificate for Comrade Nyoka yemabhunu, which they presented to the court that this is the nyoka yemabhunu which we know in Zimbabwe. The birth certificate and the identity of Comrade Nyoka yemabhunu created by Zvigananda through the accomplice of the Zimbabwean embassy in South Africa was presenting Comrade Nyoka yemabhunu using his prophetic name Jeremiah, which doesn't even exist in any identity document. Comrade Nyoka yemabhunu is well known as Jeremiah Masiwa. Jeremiah Masiwa is a church name. It's not an identity name. That name never existed on any birth certificate or ID in Zimbabwe. That was the fake documentation which was presented and confirmed by the embassy that this is the person which we have in Zimbabwe, and they used his photo. Whilst presenting such a thing, they are saying he ran away from Zimbabwe after a court case, after he was convicted of a court case for selling a stent. So we need him to be extradited to Zimbabwe so that he can serve his sentence. So what happens when Interpol is given such a docket? They simply execute. But the good thing about South African law, there are no favors in South Africa. If you present a document in court, they also need to verify. So the security system around Comrade Nyoka yemabhunu managed to stop the extradition and giving time for further identification document verification, because there are now two identities representing one person. One identity, the correct identity for Comrade Nyoka yemabhunu, which he has, and the identity which was created this week in Zimbabwe with the name Jeremiah Masiwa and the face of Comrade Nyoka yemabhunu, which is a fake identity. That's the stalemate which we are at now. So what we are seeing is the embassy of Zimbabwe in South Africa is no longer performing its purpose to serve the people of Zimbabwe. We will be in South Africa very soon. We will be back there. What is happening is they are now playing an accomplice under the influence of Zviganandas to serve their political persecution purposes. So if an embassy is no longer serving its purpose of protecting its citizens, taking care of its citizens in foreign land, it means that embassy doesn't deserve to exist. So very soon, just because of that, the embassy is now compromised. We will communicate accordingly. All Zimbabweans need to go to the embassy of Zimbabwe at a certain date and demonstrate, so that the embassy will play its fairness and keep on playing its role. All Zimbabweans are now under siege. The documentation which all the birth certificates, the passports, the identities which we have in Zimbabwe, they can easily be changed and confirmed by the embassy, and the embassy have the guts of presenting to court. They can see in the Zimbabwean system that there is Comrade Nyoka yemabhunu, these documents are genuine, but they keep on bringing a fake duplicate documentation to be used for a political persecution purposes, to be presented to a court of law. We need to thank the South African government, the South African courts, the South African law for upholding the law without fear or favor. They managed to protect the comrade, and the comrade is back in safe custody again. There is no extradition which is going to happen up until this issue of political persecution through the accomplice of the embassy of Zimbabwe in South Africa is resolved. We call all Zimbabweans to remain steadfast, remain focused, remain strong. This phase will come to pass. We are complying Zimbabweans, we are loving Zimbabweans, we are focused Zimbabweans. We cannot allow the Ghanaians to do the state capture to such an extent of influencing the war embassy to approve a fake document to be an original document. Those who know Comrade Nyoka Mabunu physically, Comrade Nyoka Mabunu is not a ghost. He is a person who is well known all over Zimbabwe. He has served, he went to school. Nobody recorded in his register, like a teacher or whether be it at a college, that his name is Jeremiah Masiwa. Jeremiah is the name which he just used. It's a church name, like the name like Hubert Angel. We know Hubert Angel. We never heard Hubert Angel in Zimbabwe. He has his name Mzaniri, which we all know. But this one is his prophetic name, which he does use. If he managed to change it to the birth certificate, then that's it. But as for Comrade Nyoka Mabun, that never happened. So we will keep on giving you updates as they come. But as it stands, we are very angry about what the embassy of Zimbabwe is doing in South Africa. Measures and protest by angry Zimbabweans will be taken. We will be advised by the command accordingly. Thank you Zimbabwe mazvita tinokutendai nekuramba makamira pano. Rambai muchishare zvatei tichikupai so that the enemy will know that their plots are well known. Tinotenda Zimbabwe, ngatirambei takabatana. It's time for unit now. Things are as bad as like it has never been before. I don't know vari kuramba vachisaidha nezvigananda. It's up to you. Maybe you have your own eyes of seeing this thing which is happening in Zimbabwe. But this system is now becoming very evil to such an extent that no one is safe. God bless Zimbabwe. God bless everyone. Thank you.